On a night best described as mostly suffocating and then largely gasping, the Rangers are breathing the rarefied air of a two-game playoff lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Welcome inside our Delta MSG studios, everyone. John Giannone, Henrik Lundqvist, Steve Alacette. 3-2 Rangers. Everybody exhale now. The Rangers are halfway to the Stanley Cup final with 2 home wins against the two-time defending champions. This one very different than what we saw in Game 1.
Yeah, but still well-deserved. I thought they were the better team. Tampa looked a little tired. I was waiting for their push, second period, third period. It never really came until maybe the last 2 minutes. Yeah. They have played a lot of hockey over the last 2 years now, and maybe we're seeing a result of that. But yeah, I was waiting for more, and it didn't really come. But to Rangers' credit, they played a really smart hockey game.
I'm with you, Hank. Look, I think Tampa Bay served up a nothing burger for 58 minutes, but I'm asking myself why. Why is that? Now, I think it's because the Rangers, who just finished playing Carolina, they've upped their level. They've upped their tempo because Carolina was the best conditioned team in the NHL this year. They played really fast. For long stretches in that series, especially in the first few games, I felt like the Rangers were hanging on, but now their conditioning is so elevated, it seems like Tampa Bay can't hang with them. And that's what I'm seeing, guys.
It's also a big difference when you're not playing a team that forechecks as hard as Carolina did. That is hard on your body, physically, mentally, to always be hunted and forechecked and hits in every play. We haven't seen that from Tampa yet.
No pressure.
So I think the Rangers should not be as tired as they were against Carolina because it was a totally different game.
But don't you think, Hank, the last 2 minutes changes the view of this game? Because you could see that Carolina had, maybe 4 high-danger chances in the last 2 minutes? They had 1 for the previous 58. Mm-hmm. I don't think you leave this game saying, okay, this is going to be a walk in the park. I think the Rangers, the good news for them is they almost get to check themselves and say, okay, we're up 2-0. It got tight at the end. We held, but it's not going to be easy in Tampa.
Right. And quite honestly, maybe forgotten in all of this is that the Tampa Bay Lightning, we expected a pushback, had one just 2:41 into the game. Nikita Kucherov scored. That gave the Lightning a 1-0 lead. Then it was who's going to have the response? Yeah. Is it going to be Tampa piling on that lead, and now we're seeing maybe a different team we saw in Game 1? No, it was Keandre Miller just 3:18 afterward to tie it up.
Right, and it felt from that point forward that the Rangers continued to hold serve, but also held the pace of play. They stretched the ice and came back really well, where when the Rangers were able to sort it out in their own zone, their transition game was faster than Tampa's. They got down the ice, and they were able to make it happen with everybody deep for Tampa. Miller follows up the play, and he shoots at that targeted spot, which was low glove, and you have to like the fact that everybody is not just in on it, but they're able to execute on it. And I just feel that Trouba's game down low was assertive, and he was sharp. And at this point right now, the bench is yelling 3. We've got 3. And so you get a great pass from Kreider here that goes the full width of the ice. And now Trouba takes a lane, and you can see right here where he goes down the middle to open up the lane. Kreider follows, but all of that open ice from the top of the circles to the blue line is Miller's with 5 guys deep for Tampa. He's able to get a shot off where Tampa's playing goalie and then follow it up. He's got a clear view right now of Vasilevskiy. Vasilevskiy, as we talked upstairs, Hank, was out so far, but once again, he went early with the glove and it goes underneath.
Yeah, no, we talked about it on the pre-show, how active he wants to be with his gloves. And there's a lot of shots underneath his glove. And being that big, being that far out, a lot of times as a goalie, you just want to be like a box. That's how you want to protect the net, because you're going to cover the entire net. But because he keeps his gloves so high, and his first motion is to be up and then go down instead of be solid down as a first step, that hole is going to be there. It's going to be there a lot. And you saw a couple times where
a lot of trapping,
and it's almost squeezing through. So I mean, we saw it a lot from upstairs.
I mean, we were having like a lot of goalie talk because Hank, I got to tell you, when I'm in the goalie coaching mode in the summertime, we take the ropes from the top of the crossbar and we go down to where the shooter's shooting from. Now, where Vasilevskiy is out that far, if you can imagine that the vertical angle and where the crossbar is, his glove is actually going over the crossbar in front of him. And that's why it's getting released between the arm and the body. And
you need to understand how much you cover when you're deep in the net and then when you take a couple feet, step out. It's a huge difference how you cover the net and how you have to change your body and how you protect small holes like 5-0 through your arms. So just to see that and get an understanding of that, I think that really changed the game when you start working a lot with video, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that with
Yep.
a couple of years into the league, you started using iPads on the ice to really show how much you covered different angles, how far you were out.
Yeah. You can see the puck's perspective.
Well, that goal by Keandre Miller at the 5:59 mark, his second of the playoffs, tied it at 1. The Lightning did no favors for Vasilevskiy. They only had 3 shots on goal the rest of the first period. The Rangers emerged with the lead after 1, and it came from one of the kids. And we've talked so much about what Heedle's done. We've talked a lot about what Lafreniere has done. This time, Kakko got to check in.
It was nice. It was nice for him, wasn't it? Because he needs that boost. He's been protecting the puck so well on the walls. It starts with a face-off win, though. You know, you got to like the fact that Heedle's digging in, and it's a quick D to D. And Fox was tremendous, you guys. He was on fire at the blue line. He was able to keep pucks in all night long. But the Rangers stay on it, and it felt to me like this was seam pass number 1 that we saw on the night, that we saw 4 times the Rangers scored on this pass in game number 1. They scored 2 tonight on it. But it's just a terrific redirect for Kakko being in that position at that
setup
time.
is unreal.
It's unbelievable.
And he did the same move up top, and it didn't work on the deflection. He tries it one more time, and it's back of the net. But
look at this guy, Hank. He's got so much patience. He's got the patience of a surgeon. You get a seam pass right away, and now they're running. You know, this is where Tampa Bay starts to run around, and then you lose your composure, and that box shifts, and now you go through it 2 more times. The high pass, and now low. But look at the sticks of Tampa Bay. They're not protecting the middle. Rudas is protecting the corner, and Hedman, who's supposed to be the best D, in the NHL, looks like a bystander compared to the way Fox is playing.
My earlier point that they look a little tired, and one of the first things that becomes a problem when you get tired is awareness. And you see on that play that you have 2 Ranger guys by themselves in front of the net. So the awareness is not really there.
Not sharp.
They look tired.
Yeah.
This is a good sign for all Ranger fans out there.
And what Fox did to Jan Rutta there, it looked like a cheat code in a video game, but Fox with another point. We'll get to that in a moment, but that gave the Rangers a 2-1 lead. No goal scoring in the second period, a period in which the Rangers went the last 7.5 minutes without even attempting a shot. So you wondered if they were going to sit on the lead, try to make 2-1 stand up. Third period came only 1:21 in. The answer to that was no, and it was Mika Zibanejad once again cashing in.
So what was interesting to me in this game was there was a number of 2-on-1s, whether they're short 2-on-1s or partial or full. Now, the conversion rate on 2-on-1s is up in the playoffs to 40%, where in the regular season, it was 30% conversion rate. Now, the Rangers have a really good look, and Zibanejad scores on what is the second 2-on-1 on this shift. He chooses to shoot it because, once again, Hank, it looks to me like Vasilevskiy is not angle, depth, square, and instead of playing that net in front of him, he is coming off to the side and losing angle. Lindgren starts this play, and he has a heck of a night. But here's the first 2-on-1. Zibanejad does the right thing here. He passes before the D-man's stick. Vasilevskiy's moving. It's hard once again for Tampa Bay to regroup. The Rangers are hunting the puck. They are first to retrieve. But a pressure here from Fox. For a split second, this puck comes out, but Kreider, being a very safe F3, helps it stay alive, and now they regroup. You've got another 2-on-1, same shift. Now, you could be looking at the pass here. I don't think Vasilevskiy's cheating on pass the way he did against Vetrano in Game 1.
But he's not squared to the puck. He's not. If you look at his feet, he's straight ahead, and Mika is to his right. But sometimes what happened 20 seconds earlier plays into your head, or even 10 seconds earlier. It was a 2-on-1. Mika decides to pass. 10 seconds later, another opportunity. That will stay with you a little bit. Yeah. You remember, okay, Mika had a chance, he passed, so now he's cheating a little bit for that pass. So he was really squared up right in the middle and gave that angle to Mika, and Mika took it.